Michael Daffy just gathers it here onto his right hand. It's a low, hard shot, always difficult for the goalkeeper with the hard ground. I think Joe O'Connor puts Tommy Quaid off there and it bounces into the net, and it's going to be a very close finish now, I think.
3 points the margin. Tommy Quaid's puck out, deceived by that one from Mike Daffy. A goal and 3 points, his contribution. James Shanahan, Clare not giving up. Tommy Guilfoyle has discarded the boots. Not his kind of day for boots. Here he is again. Shades of Babs Keating of the yesteryear. Billy Kennedy. Through the centre there, John O'Connell needing a bit of support. Frankie Carroll has been introduced to the fray. Kieran Carey, meanwhile, outside towards Gary Kirby. It's half blocked down. Pat O'Rourke tried to nurse it away to Cyril Lyons. Over 7 minutes still to go. Ger Hegarty delivering the ball inside to Kieran Carey. Blocked by Mike Guilfoyle. Again, it's Guilfoyle needing a little bit of support. Space at a premium as Frankie Carroll with his first attempted pointed shot towards Terence Kenny. Johnny Lee trying to hold him off in there near the end line. Limerick trying to work their way in for a score, denied however. And finally the ball cleared out, and the man who cleared that one out was fouled after he played the ball out.
It's a ridiculous tackle there. Clare have a great chance now to land the ball into the square here. Kieran Carey's a very promising player, but he just tends to overplay the ball at times, and again a big wild swing there, and he was intercepted.
Paul Farrell has just come in as a substitute. John Chaplin marking is very slack. Legs obviously pretty tired at the end of the 70-minute match. We have 5 minutes still to go, and it's the fresher looking Ger Hegarty with possession there against Mike Guilfoyle. Beaten for it. Pat O'Rourke, a lengthy clearance inside towards Mike Daffy, the goal scorer, taken by Pa Carey. Outside here to Mike Houlihan. 20 points for Limerick, 114, that's 17 points for Clare. Limerick on the attack, Terence Kenny breaking it down towards Kieran Carey, seemed to his hand held that time, the referee ignored it. John O'Connell racing out here against Terence Kenny. Needs to get in a fast clearance, he was held.
There's definitely a free there for Kieran Carey. He went to gather the loose ball and his hurley was held, and I can't believe it wasn't a free on that occasion. It's a vital as well, because Limerick are just leading by 3 points, and the free at that stage could have been vital.
And they seem pleased. Len Gaynor in his first term as coach. Clare, rather interestingly, have brought in Len Gaynor from Tipperary to look after the hurlers, and John Maughan from Mayo to look after the footballers. Meanwhile, it's John Chaplin. Time still on their side. Pa Carey, however, the recipient of that pass, collected it easily. Now Pat Heffernan here, up towards Terence Kenny. Limerick really opening up the backline for Clare. Plenty of width, but no accuracy.
Great ball there from Pat Heffernan to Terence Kenny. Now, that again is certainly a ball I think he should have kept in play. They're only 3 points ahead, and if they could have kept the ball down that end of the field, they could have kept pressure on Clare.
There's a goal between the teams. Limerick the leaders. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Johnny Lee racing out for this one. Well, not Johnny Lee. It's Fergus Tuohy, I should say. A Limerick ball. A Clare ball. Cyril Lyons to be the taker. Hitting it in towards Val. Donnellan breaks down here. James Shanahan coming in, trying to seal it. Oh dear! James Shanahan had the equalising of this match. Pa Carey gleefully taking it away from goal, but Shanahan had the chance there to have made himself a folk hero in County Clare.
Yes, certainly a golden opportunity for Clare to tie it up there. The ball dropping in the square, breaks loose to James Shanahan, who gathers it very well, races through, but you watch Pa Carey here, there's great defending by both himself and the wing back, and they hook it away. It's very good defending by Limerick under pressure.
What a terrific Munster title match this has turned out to be. Some fine passages of fully committed hurling from both teams. They both trained hard for it. They've both given their all. But one of them to depart the scene at the end of the 70 minutes. On my watch, just over 2 minutes to go. That's Pat Heffernan across towards Gary Kirby, who starred in the second 35 minutes in particular. That's a poor one. Fergus Tuohy and Pat Minogue in there battling. In the end, it's Kieran Carey up towards Frankie Carroll, needing to keep that under control. Succeeded. John Russell. Clare with perhaps another chance, cut out on this occasion by Mike Reale, who's had a storming game in the middle of the field.
Clare player was a bit unlucky there. He just fell over more than anything else, but he definitely enfeebled him, and it's probably a bit harsh, but Limerick is vital free for Limerick at this stage. They're just hanging on, and it's anybody's game, but if they can get this one, just the breathing space they need.
A minute remaining. Gary Kirby, who's contributed 9 points in all in this match. Wind supported. Lovely accuracy. That's point number 10 for Gary Kirby. He really has been the star of the show from the Limerick's point of view. They've got nothing lightly from a very game and well-prepared Clare team. Guilfoyle blocked down brilliantly by Ger Hegarty. He's given them a steely resolve in midfield since coming in. That was a master substitution.
Good. I know Donnellan is now playing out on the middle of the field there, and I thought maybe this was something Clare could have tried. He was getting very little of the ball into him, and he's a player they were looking to get a lot of scores, but the ball simply didn't come to him, and I thought they might have brought him out a bit earlier.
Daffy, the goal scorer, across the face of the goal once again. Drops down here. Hit in, and Tommy Quaid sees that one go over from Cyril Lyons. A point. They were looking for the goal. We're in injury time. The amateur whistlers in the Gaelic grounds hinting to the referee that he might consider blowing up soon. John O'Connell, is there one last gasp chance for Clare to stay in the championship for this year? But they've certainly shown themselves to be a team for the future. They had a couple of chances. James Shanahan in particular, I think, will rue that one that was brilliantly deflected away by Pa Carey a couple of minutes ago.
It's a very exciting game, but I just think that
it's all over.
Limerick just about deserved on the day.
Just about shading it on the day, as you say. The final score, Limerick 21 points, Clare 1 goal and 15 points. That goal by Michael Daffy in the second half just wasn't quite enough. And it's going to be Limerick who advance to play Tipperary in the semi-finals of the Munster Championship. That game will be in Semple Stadium. The Limerick fans going home rather happy. The players, I'm sure, as well, will have benefited greatly from their first...
And I can tell you, I think they can go home with their heads held high. Lynn Gaynor had a great job done with them. They played very, very good hurling, I thought, today. Took some great scores. We knew that actually all the week, that Clare would trouble us. But I think they're a team of the future. Said it last year when I saw them playing on 21 against Limerick. Limerick actually beat them the same night, but I was very impressed by those Clare players, and I saw them here again today, and all I say is well done to Clare.
We came here with a young team. A lot of them their first time in Munster Championship hurling, and it was an awful ordeal for them, really. But they came through with flying colours. I was very proud of them there today. We were in that game right to the finish, and Limerick were slightly better, I suppose, overall in the second half there, but we were in the game right to the finish, and we could have snatched a draw there coming near the end.
We knew we were going to get a tough match from Clare. Last year we won handy, I suppose, for the fact that we got a goal or two last year, which put them away. This year we didn't actually get the goal, and they were there right to the end.
I think Clare paid me too much respect when I came on. They were too worried about me. I could sense that from Cyril and James. In the middle of the field, they were wary. The puckouts went all to the opposite side of the field that I was on.
I'd say this, without doubt, is one of the best Limerick teams that I've ever played with. They're a very young team, apart from myself, I suppose, really, and they're very skillful, very fast, and I'd say if we could get a win or two is all they need, just that bit of confidence to go forward.
I thought it was a great display by our defence. We were under pressure all during the second half. There was a strong breeze there. The ball kept coming in from centre field. Our full back line were tremendous, but the long range points clinched it for Limerick in the finish.
What about that goal that narrowed it considerably by Mike Daffy towards the end there? Did you get a view of that at all?
Yeah, I did, I suppose. There was a bit of a mix-up between Joe and myself, I suppose, really. And, you know, it was one that shouldn't have gone in, to be honest, about it, and we were disappointed about it. But, you know, we were lucky that we had a few extra points at that stage.
There is pressure on us. There's pressure on the selectors and on the trainer and on the players as well, because naturally with these lads having won minor titles, under 21 titles, now they're expecting actually a senior title. And I'm only hoping now that with the game against Tipperary that they'll even up a gear the next day around, and who knows, if they strike for them on the day, maybe they'll go through into a Munster final.
I'll pay Tipperary complete respect. You know, the league and championship is a different ball game, and I know from talking to the Tipperary players and supporters that the league is definitely a second place for them. It's second better competition. You know, there's no question about that. I wouldn't say Babs Keating and co would be too worried after the Offaly game. Possibly would have liked to have got into the league final and went on to win it. But, you know, there's no question about it. They're not worried about not taking the league. They'll have taken all that in their stride. They'll have started their championship preparations. That'll be well behind them at this stage. They'll have numerous tournament challenge matches played. When they take on Limerick, they'll be a different team altogether. They'll be a tougher proposition than any game or any league game that they'll have played.
Looking forward to it. 12 months ago, we were very disappointed leaving here. We felt we could have done better. Circumstances didn't help us with the men being put off. And, you know, from, we'll say 12 months ago, we were really looking forward to this day. And it's here now. It's up to ourselves to make amends if we're able.
Well, I would say as much relief as joy in the Limerick camp after that match today, but they'll see that game as a valuable test of their mettle. Well, let's take a look at the statistics from the game. Well, today's game was played really in true championship spirit, and while there were 3 bookings, well, it certainly was not a free-written game. The half-forward line on both sides contributed many clean catches during the game, with Limerick coming out on top all over the field. Both sides were almost level on wides, with a total of 13 throughout the game. And finally, let's take a look at a really fine aspect of the game, the number of clean blocks on each side. Now here again, Limerick came out on top by 11 blocks to 8. So that's what the statistics have to say about today's match, but next let's find out what our Sunday game analyst Jimmy Barry Murphy thought about it. Now he gave his summary of the game to Ger Canning.
Well, certainly Gerard was the most enjoyable game. I thought the introduction of Gerard Hegarty 10 minutes into the second half for Limerick was a great boost for him. He lifted the crowd and got the Limerick players behind him and made some good interceptions and struck some good ball into the forward line. That was very important for Limerick, and I think that having the game out of the way now for them will put them in a good shape for the semi-final against Tipperary.
They certainly had some scoring aces on their half-forward line, Gary Kirby in particular.
Gary Kirby got some excellent scores from play and from place balls and under pressure. The last one in particular was a very important point. And Mike Galligan as well got some very, very good scores from play. And overall, there's a lot of hope for their half-hour line. They've got some good scores. They're very good hurlers, and you know, they'll be looking forward to the next day.
And yet, Clare might well have snatched it at the end.
They might indeed. Just as we thought Limerick were going to go away from Clare, they fought back very well, got the goal, and about a minute ago, James Shanahan broke onto a loose ball, and there was only excellent defending by Declan Nash and Pat Carey. They didn't panic, they didn't foul, and they managed to block it and get it away, and that's excellent defending and very important for Limerick at that stage.
Cyril Lyons to be the taker. Hitting it in towards Val. Donnellan breaks down here. James Shanahan coming in, trying to seal it. Oh dear! James Shanahan had the equalising of this match.
It was a very enjoyable game. Clare certainly has a lot to look forward to. There's some excellent young players. They played very well, and I'd say they're disappointed, but the future is bright for them certainly. And Limerick, of course, the big clash with Tipperary now. They're never afraid of going to Thurles to win, to play Tipperary, and I wouldn't rule them out. They've all